and this video is for demonstrating my code that I wrote for assignment 5 of the course CPSC 5440. This program mainly uses conditional generative adversarial network to generate handwritten digits similar to the mindset dataset, Minus dataset. And basically what I'm doing is I'm using the PyTorch, and PyTorch has an API that you can use to read the Minsk dataset from their storage, and then I basically I analyzed those images using the conditional generative adversarial network, and that generated that it had like two classes, generator and discriminator. And I trained for over for around 100 epochs, which took around like 45 minutes. And basically then I displayed the generated images along with the original images, and also stored them in the on the Google Drive. I'm also saving the model after it has been trained to the Google Drive. And if like next time if that model exists on the Google Drive, then I don't train the model and basically analyze from afterwards, calculating like generating fake images and displaying them. The data set and the digit labels that I use are 0 through 9. Let me go through the program. I imported these for these torch libraries, as basically we were told to use these instead of Keras, so that makes a lot of difference. And here I'm just assigning the path. It's the generative path and the discriminative path. I mean, both of them are saved on the Google Drive. And next time when you run it, if these exist, then we don't train the model. And basically here I'm just checking if I'm using GPU or CPU, whichever I'm using, I'm assigning it to the device so that I can use that for my analysis. And here are these hyperparameters, and I'm transforming these Minsk images so that the normalized values are between -1 and 1. And basically this is where I'm just loading the train data set. And also here I'm just looping through the train data set. And from this point onwards, there's like a generator class, and it has got these different executions. And basically these we are using in the generator class, we are using the bash norm API upsample convolute con2d bash norm 2d relu upsample. And this is the forward function that is calling these different APIs. And basically this is the discriminator class. Here it is using conv2d leaky relu draw power conv2d 0pad2d bash norm 2d. And leaky purpose of using the leaky relu instead of the regular relu is to make sure that the images are not out of bound. If they are, then this API takes care of that. And here I'm just invoking these two classes. Here I'm assigning them to the different weights to the data set. And here I'm checking if I have the .pth for generator and discriminator, if I have saved it previously. If not, if I've done that, then I load it here. And if else, I just train the model as it should be. And after training, I use like the number of epochs equal 100. So that helped, but like if I would have used more, then it would have been much more better as opposed to what I've got by using the epochs equals to 100. And here I'm just assigning test images, test labels, and loading fake images by adding noise after that, passing to the generator class, real scores, fake scores. And here I'm just what I've done is from the test data, I'm using 25 images, and I'm displaying like these images are like passed to the model that was trained, and then I'm getting the fake images, which I'm also displaying beside the real images. And this is the output. And you see that I have a different IPOS, and I'm displaying discriminator loss and generator loss. You can see there's not that much difference. They are quite identical. Although I'm basically like trying to use as much APIs as I can, but I found that it doesn't look like it is independent, and basically the whatever image is generated, the discriminator it cannot fool the discriminator, and discriminator is coming back with the same almost identical losses. And here I'm just displaying these different fake images that I basically generated from the real images, and you can see they are not that different. They are almost the same. I'm going to also provide the output. What I output this code as generated. I am going to provide that as a Word document, and also I have saved these images on the Google Drive also. So I'm going to provide those files also. So that's it. That's it for my demonstration of the Homework 5 class 5440. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.